Hello and welcome back to Clownfish TV. It is me, Geeky Sparkles, and it is just me today for this video because Neon is elsewhere. So today we're going to talk about how Disney is facing yet another lawsuit. This time it's a class action lawsuit involving that null bulge data breach, that 1.1 terabyte data breach we've talked about a few times on here. Apparently, people that were involved in having their information leaked because they talked about how Disney Cruise Line employees had some stuff leaked, and some of the guests that were staying, I guess, California had reservations at Disney California Adventure. Their information was leaked, and because of that, there is now a class action lawsuit against Disney because they leaked their information. So before we get into it any further, please like and subscribe. If you do, I'll give you a woohoo, and we're going to talk about this. So yesterday, the Los Angeles Times had put out that Disney faces class action lawsuit over employee data breach. And here's what's going on. So they're talking about the big breach that we talked about before, the one that was 1 terabyte of information that had things in it like Genie Plus, numbers, and it had a bunch of personal information for Disney Cruise Line people. I think there was like 44 million messages that were leaked. There was, over 18,000 charts and graphs and stuff. I think there was I forget how many thousands, like 13,000 plus PDFs and things that all got dumped from this information leak. So yesterday, or I guess it was Thursday, Scott Margle, he is the plaintiff that's heading up this class action lawsuit, had filed a complaint in the Los Angeles County Superior Court against Disney and Disney California Adventure, probably in regard to those who had dining reservations. The 32-page document also accuses a company of violating piracy laws by not doing enough to prevent or notify victims of the extent of the leak. So I'm assuming from what they're saying is that they aren't being updated. Like, they're not being told who had their information leaked. And then they're not being told, what was leaked exactly. So they're not giving people information about it. So people that work at Disney Cruise Lines or might have had dining reservations just know that their information could possibly be leaked unless they found it themselves, which is out there. You can find it. And then you can see if you have had your personal information, because they're talking like visa information, home address information. I have a list here actually on my article back here of the different things that they said were leaked. Here, 13,000 PDFs, 18,000 spreadsheets, et cetera, et cetera. But they were saying that they had their current assignments, visa information, passport numbers, places of birth, et cetera, were leaked in this, breach. And so this is a 32-page complaint that's, outlining all this stuff that has been filed for class action. They said it could be thousands of people involved in this. So the class members, estimated to number in the thousands, are described in the complaint as individuals who gave highly sensitive personal information to Disney in connection with their employment at the company, and that information was allegedly compromised. They cite an article by the Wall Street Journal, and the Wall Street Journal has actually been covering this. I mean, short of actually going out and posting what was in the leak, they have gone and verified different things that they are saying that they are seeing out in the information. They're talking about how all the data that was released and stuff. And some of the Slack messages contain sensitive information belonging to Disney Cruise employees, which I talked about, the different things that they had put in it. And now Disney's not using Slack anymore because of the breach, but the stuff's still out there. And people are upset because what are they going to do about it? And why aren't they telling them who's involved and how bad it is? So the plaintiff and class members remain even today in the dark regarding which particular data was stolen, the particular malware used, and what steps are being taken, if any, to secure their personal information going forward. They also say the class members are thus left to speculate as to where their data ended up, who has it, or who has used it, and for what potential nefarious purposes. I'm not sure. They're not saying how much they're trying to get out of it. They're just saying that they're demanding they take steps to reinforce the security system, educate class members about the risk associated with the breach, like what your information could be used for. And the plaintiff is also seeking unspecified damages and a jury trial. Now, my next question is going to be, are we going to get some ridiculous answer out of Disney Legal? Like, when you signed up to work for the company, or you agreed to work for the company, you signed paperwork saying that you won't sue, or you aren't going to get, you waive your right to a jury trial or something stupid like that, like we saw with the accidental death with the person with the allergic reaction. in Disney Springs, they came out and said that, oh, your fiance or husband signed, into Genie Plus for a free trial on PlayStation 3 years ago. And because you took that free trial, you waived all rights to, trial by jury, or you used my Disney Experience app, which you practically have to at the parks now because they make it that you do. If you use this app, then you're waiving your right to, you have to go through arbitration. You can't go to jury trial. So I'm waiting for some stupidity like that. Hopefully they're smart enough to keep their mouths shut. But it's just one more lawsuit they've got going on. They have this one. I know there was the one about, there's the one about the Disney adults and the 400,000 because they got kicked out of Club 33. That's high profile. They have different ones going on. There's a lawsuit, guests claiming injury due to the crowds that, they said that they got stampeded by people going to the parade. There's that lawsuit. We have the wrongful death lawsuit. There's just been, Gina Carano's lawsuit. There's been lawsuit after lawsuit, and many of these are high profile. The one they just won recently, which I still think is absolute crap, was the tax assessment lawsuit they've been trying to push through. They challenge it yearly, but they want to not be charged on their brand name, which is exactly what they charge guests for. They don't think they should be, assessed on taxes for that because it's nebulous, but yet they have no problem upcharging everyone else. That might cost millions of dollars. I think up to $40 million or higher is $70 million. It's a lot from the Orange County school systems to have to pay them back. It's just one lawsuit after another, and it does not look good. Luckily, they haven't been trying to use this whole, we're going to waive it over Disney Plus or Genie Plus at all yet. They only did it for that one lawsuit. We haven't seen them try this crap before, but they have had class action lawsuits. Oh, there was one not long ago too. There was one over the Disney Keys, and I think they lost that one in Disneyland. It's just they're constantly being sued, and a lot of it's their own stupidity. But this one, it was a data breach. Technically, they could probably blame Salesforce's Slack, but the way it read when Null Bulge did this originally and they took, responsibility for it, they outed someone by name and it sounded like there was someone on the inside that let them in. So I don't know how that's going to impact that person, but a lot of people had their personal information leaked because of this. And I'm not sure if this will go further other than filing it, if it'll get blocked, if it'll go further, we don't know. But it's going to be open to thousands of people. Once again, Disney stepped in it. Another lawsuit. So we'll see how this goes. So what do you think? Comment and let us know, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Join the reef. Go to clownfish-.com. That's clownfish-.com. You will get exclusive access to podcasts and videos and comic strips and more, as well as merch discounts. Check it out. If you were a member, you could get this t-shirt, this dismal t-shirt on our website. You'd get a 10% discount on that. You can also join in the community on clownfish-.com. Thank you so much for the support.